Good morning, class. So today we will start the new topic. Topic is magnetism. Okay. Last topic it is. Okay. Some part of this topic are excluded. Okay. Because syllabus is reduced. Okay. So today we will discuss about the magnetism and some part is here magnetic and non-magnetic substance and property of magnet. There are 4 and 5 properties of the magnet. So first of all we will discuss about the magnet. What is magnet? I think you people are familiar with the magnet. Magnet, it is a material or it is a substance which attract the magnetic substance, that is called the magnet. Okay, and the attraction of the attraction of the substances which are made by iron, nickel, and cobalt. These attractions, these force is induced by the magnet, that is called the attractive force. Okay, so this is magnet is clear. Now topic first is the magnetic and non-magnetic substance. When you are having a magnet and after the magnet all substance will not attracted by the magnet. Okay, now question is that which type of substance is attracted by the magnet. So that's why here is the classification, the magnetic and non-magnetic substance. First we will discuss about the magnetic substance. Magnetic substance means a substance which has been attracted by the magnet. And which substance is attracted by the magnet? Which is made of the iron, nickel, and cobalt. Okay, that substance is only attracted by the magnet. So that's why iron, nickel, and cobalt is called the magnetic substance. Is it clear? Second is the non-magnetic substance. This substance is not attracted by the magnet, right? Means iron, nickel, and cobalt excluded. Rest of the part, rest of the substance is not attracted by the magnet. So that type of magnet, that type of substance is called non-magnetic substance. So magnetic and non-magnetic is clear. Next is the property of the magnet. If magnet is there, so definitely it is having some property. First property is the attractive property. If you are having a magnet, so first property is that attractive property. Suppose take here is a magnet, right? And this is the north, south, and north. Every magnet is having two poles, north and south, right? And if it is a magnet, so first property is that magnet attract the magnetic substance. Okay. So here is a magnet. So inside it, some part, this much area is magnetized. This much area is magnetized. It means that this much area is influenced by this magnet. Okay. And this much area is influenced by the magnet. It means that if you are putting any substance which is made of iron, nickel, and cobalt. Suppose you are putting a pin, iron pin. Okay. So if you are putting the iron nail inside this field, nearby this magnet, what happens? All the pin will be attracted by this magnet. So these attraction is called the attractive property of the magnet. If it is a magnet. Okay, first property is that if it is a magnet, magnet always attract the magnetic substance. Is it clear? So first part is clear. Okay. Second part is poles of magnet. Poles of magnet means magnet always exists. Magnet always exists in a pair of the pole. Okay, south and north pole. Always, it always exists. Suppose you break it into pieces, so in that case it always show the magnetic poles of magnet. It always shows the poles of magnet, north and south pole. Okay, this north and south pole is very important. Here in the center, right? Here in the center, and the magnetic property, the attractive property is maximum on these two, north and the south pole. The magnetic property is, the attractive property is maximum in the both poles south and the north. When you just back to the center from here to there and from here to there. Okay. When you back to what's the center, the attractive property will be reduced. It means that from the center or on the center, the magnetic property is less as compared to the north and south pole. So poles of magnet is clear? Okay. Now, third part is the directive property. Directive property means that if you are having a magnet and if you hang the magnet, suppose here is a magnet, right? And this is north and south pole. Okay. So when you put the magnet, so magnet always exists in pair, north and south pole. If you break it into pieces, in that case it always shows their poles north and south pole. Okay. Third point, that directive property. Directive property means that when you hang the magnet with a thread or a string, whatever it is, so in the hanging position, this magnet will always show or indicate the north and south directions. Always show the north and the south direction. That's why magnetic compass is very useful to the navigator. Suppose you are going in the dense forest, you have no idea about the direction, and if you are having a magnet, so with the help of the magnet you can easily identify the direction which here is north and south and east and west. Okay, so in that this is called the directive property of the magnet. Okay, always if you hang the magnet with a thread, it always show the direction. One side is north and another side is south. Okay, and west part is east and west. So this directive property is clear. Now next is that magnetic poles always exist in pair. So these are the poles, and I have already explained that these are poles, and I already explained that the attractive property, the attractive power is maximum in the north and the south pole. Okay, and in center it is less compared to the north and south. If you break the magnet into pieces, it always exists in the pair. You never imagine only south, you never imagine only north. Okay, it always exists in the pair north and the south pole. Is it clear? So magnetic poles exist in pair. Is clear? Now next point is attraction and repulsion between the magnets. Okay, suppose you have two magnets. Okay, and if you want to test that how it is attraction and how it is the repulsion, so suppose here is one magnet already north and south, and another magnet is having south and the north. Okay, and see here is the north pole and here is the south pole. Okay, both the poles are different. If the poles are different, north and the south pole, if the poles are different, so you will see that there is a what happens? There is a attraction. Okay, if there is a north and south pole, there is a attraction. Okay, and if here there is a attraction, and suppose one magnet you are having, and this is south and this is north. See here, same pole are there. So if there are same pole, so in that case, magnet shows or magnets behave the repulsive nature. Okay, it also shows the repulsive nature. It means that whereas the two opposite poles are there, magnet attract each other, and whereas there are the same poles are there, so in that case, magnet behave the repulsive nature. Okay, so it is clear, attraction and repulsion. So I think this much today only. Next day we will discuss the next topic. Okay, thank you class.